Floss Tube.
Hi, Floss Tube.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Today is Thursday, April 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back again with episode 43, or as we're calling this one, 43B.
I'm such a dope.
42 just totally passed us by.
I thought there was something wrong with it, but then I couldn't figure it out, so I just went with it. Yeah.
So thanks for coming back again to episode 43. We hope you've had a good couple of weeks. It's slowly getting to be spring here in Boston.
Yep. Daffodils are out.
Yeah.
My chives are out.
Are they?
Well, except that they're little nubs now because the bunnies
Oh, the bunnies.
love them. Yeah.
That's
so,
true. Those bunnies are coming back in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up digging them up and putting them in a pot.
Oh,
And
that's a
putting
good
them
idea.
up on my porch. So,
Out of
yeah.
bunny reach.
Yeah, I'm not feeding the bunnies. There's plenty in the neighborhood for the bunnies to eat. They don't need to
That's
eat
right.
my chives.
Well, I did a very April thing. We went to Isabella Stewart Gardner, and you'll all see the picture in the opening credits of the nasturtiums. It's nasturtium month there, and I love those. Really beautiful when they're hanging down from the balconies, and always draws a big crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
Nice.
was fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, shall we get right into it?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to throw out the first stitch?
Yes, I would.
All
Thank
right.
you. So I've been doing a bunch of stitching, but I don't have a ton to show because one of the projects that I worked on was my alphabets in cross stitch, and this is a Looney Tunes book, and they have a lot of the Looney Tunes characters, and they have full alphabets for many of them. And I am doing Sylvester. No, I think I'm all right.
All right.
And I'm doing my husband's name. His name's Howie. And our last name is Sylvester. So I'm doing his name in Sylvester the cat. I was planning on actually doing his name and then doing my name. But boy, these letters...
That is some full coverage.
These letters are a lot of stitching. So what I'm planning on doing is just filling in the background here. And I'm doing the blue. I'm doing that all 1/1. And I'm just going to finish up the blue. And then I think I'll probably... I'll do mine, but I'm going to probably do a pillow with this.
Are you thinking of changing your
and
name
then-
to Jan?
Yeah, yeah. Jan Sill, you know. So anyway, yeah, this is a 28 count Confederate Gray linen, and just DMC. And like I said, all the background is 1/1. All the blue is 1/1. I thought that would look pretty good. I think it's okay.
It does, yeah.
So I just have to do the, some of these don't have too much background, so just finishing that up. And then there's back stitching in each one. And so I'll put this away now because I have finished my Boss Me goal on this, and that was to cross stitch all the letters. So I kind of feel, except for the background, so I kind of feel like I've done that, and I can't really do the back stitching until I fill in the background. So I'm calling that
Done.
Goal complete. And then I worked on my Mill Hill kit. This is the buttons and beads Christmas Village series. First one I'm doing is Tree Farm. And I'm doing these all on 28 count mushroom, Lugana. And this is what I have so far.
You got a lot more blue in that, don't you?
Yeah, and then I started on the last tree.
Right.
So.
Is one of the ones in that series booksellers? Do you know?
Yeah.
I really like that. I've been looking at that recently.
Yeah,
Don't let me get started.
They have all kinds of buildings.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The nice thing about these kits is that, it's a full kit. So it has all the floss, and it comes with the, perforated paper and all the beads. And then this one has a button, which is up on top of this pole.
They always have nice details in those.
Yeah.
kits.
And the nice thing about the chart is that it tells you what the DMC color is. So even though I'm using the DMC, if you want to do them, you can. You can just take the chart and you can. So.
All right.
I can pass them all on to you if you'd like to start them.
I will consider them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I know that these the Mill Hill kits. I've heard that this is the first Mill Hill kit that I've done, but I've heard that they always give you tons of extra beads.
Yeah.
So you might even have extra beads too.
That's true.
Do another one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
So put that on your list.
I don't know. 23 might be getting pretty full up. Huh?
So there's a hashtag that people are doing, and this is I work on this on Mondays. Hashtag is Mill Hill Monday, and then there's another one called Mill Hill Mondays. So if you'd like,
is there rivalry between
I don't know. I think someone just started one, So, and then the last thing that I worked on was Stitchin Mommy, and this is temperature butterflies. So the way that I'm going to do mine is I'm doing 3 across and 4 rows down. Last time I had January completed and almost all of February, and so I have finished February. And that's February, except for I didn't put the antenna on the butterflies. And then I finished the outline for March and started filling in March. So I'm a little bit behind. And then I did just barely start doing some of the outline for April.
Well, you got the hard work done on March, so that should
it
should
should fill in pretty quick. And then what I'm doing is using, I can thread my needle with one color, and then just find the space for that color, and then fill that in.
Yeah, that looks great.
But I really got to get going on the next, on the April outline.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is keeping ahead on the outlines too.
Yeah.
And I'm obviously behind. So, but that's what I worked on this week. Like I said, the Howie letters.
Those.
And I wanted to get those done because it was, I've been a little lax in finishing some of my Boss Me goals too. So, and for anyone new here, Boss Me is a version of WIPCO that Chris and I and our friends Missy and Kathy from Two Needles Pulling Thread are doing. And we foolishly thought that, let's just
make it easy on ourselves.
Yeah, let's make it easy on ourselves, and we're just going to do it for 6 months. Unfortunately, you have to pull 4 numbers every month for 6 months. So we're going to get smarter about it. But,
This is a trial run.
And I know that Kathy already has a couple of, bingos,
She's done well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not.
The rest of us are lagging a bit.
Yeah, but I am going to, start working more on those. So, yeah. All right,
Good.
what do you have for whips?
Well, I've got 3 whips too. And this one, Prairie Schooler Santa 2022, which I believe I claimed in our first episode 43 that I was putting away because I had completed all the red, and I was happy about that. But then I wound up pulling this out and putting it in a Q-snap because I'm doing this on 18 count Davos. So it's, kind of an easier one to travel with and see. So I was getting it ready to take to an appointment, and I started on that. And then I thought, oh, geez, I think I could get a finish on this. I'm really pretty close.
Look how cute those penguins are. Those are great.
So I just kind of kept at it for a while. So I really had hoped I'd have a finish by today, but I don't. But it is coming along, and I have done all the called for colors, except I had done a little poll on Instagram what people thought about the lights, and that's was in neon yellow that I showed last time. And most people had kind of nixed the neon in favor of other things. And some people have done it in multicolored lights. And again, our friends at Two Needles Pulling Thread, Missy sent me a picture of a completion she had seen that with the multicolored. That was really nice. So I kind of thought, yeah, I think so. And then just today, I went to do the little bits of orange on the pumpkin. And
on the pumpkin?
Pumpkin. That's a Freudian slip, huh? Penguins. And I know it called for $9.77, which I know I purchased recently. I've been doing a lot of bobbinating of late, which I'll discuss later. And but I could not find it, and I thought it's only a little bit. There was $9.70 and $9.71 and all this, so I picked one. And I see that it's come out a little brighter than I thought. But you know what? I thought the lights, I'm going to do all those in, primary colors. I've got some of the yellow in there, and I'm going to do blue and green and red. So I thought, well, you know what? Nobody thinks that real penguins are going to be stringing lights, right? So it's kind of whimsical anyway. And I think that orange is going to, go along with that. So that's where I am on that one. Certainly hope there'll be a finish on that by next time.
I love the little guy there.
Yeah, I do too. I like him too. And then one of my Boss Me picks, which I really was anxious to get back to, is Good Marriage by Mary Engelbreit. And I had not pulled this out since the fall. And I had initially chosen this to do for my 30th anniversary this year, which it may still be, but as I mentioned before, my daughter is getting married in early 2023. So then I thought, maybe I'll do it first. So I don't know. But I love the saying on it. It says, "There is no more lovely, friendly, and charming relationship, communion, or company than a good marriage." Martin Luther. So I pulled this out, and I worked on this when Jane and I went to a stitch day on Saturday at Stitch New England, Pam's shop. We had a fun day there. And I don't feel like this seems like I did very much. But, you know what,
I think you worked on it at the
I worked on the World
too.
of Stitches last week. We've had a couple of stitch days since we were here. That's right. So I worked on it last Saturday, and I finished off the yellow here on the inside border. And I spent much time making sure that the top border was going to line up, and I just got a little bit of a start in the letters. So I had said on Boss Me I was going to work on this 7 days. And I, kind of did 2 days, but it was really only the one good day at the shop. So I really am going to get back to this month because I have another selection coming up that I need to put at least a good 5 days in. And my other one in our beautiful bag made for us by our friend Lillian from Canada. Love this. And I had just showed this last time. It's Prim Village by Lori Holt. And I had only really the outline of the first square done. And other than just really wanting to start on this, my other motivation was Jane and I are in the No New Starts Facebook group, 22 projects in 22, and they had a contest they have pretty much one every month, and it's based on the Chinese zodiac this month, and they have lucky things attached to them, numbers, letters, etc. And it was red this month, which I got in my Santa on in blue. So I finished my first house.
That looks good.
Yeah, I do like it. And this is kind of one of those things too. It's a lot of stitching. That is a solid house, and
They all
there's
are.
12 of them.
Yeah. But the good news is if you put in the windows, right? And then,
Yeah.
then the rest is...
Right. It's great to, this is actually probably what I worked with on Stitch New England, I think.
Yeah.
That day. So it's great for retreats, for stitch days, etc. But this one is has gone away until May anyway. And I'm not in any real rush for this. I don't have any particular, need or anything like I do with some other things. So
Looks good.
that's it.
All right. What are you stitching that on?
Oh, thank you for asking. It is Lori Holt's fabric, and it is Oatmeal 25 count Lugana, which I purchased at Backwater Shop, and it was intended for 2/2 on 25, and I wasn't so sure about that, how I was going to like it, or the coverage. 2/2, 25 is pretty darn big, but I actually like it. And I think I'm going to like it, the fact that it will come out the size that it will.
Okay.
I kind of thought if I did it over one, that it was going to look a little too small for my taste. So, and I like to give my eyes a break.
Of course, if you're Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, she's done. She would have done that on 40
I know.
count, 1/1. They'd be this big.
I know. Julie commented on a video that she was still having PTSD for houses after finishing that one, I think. And I can understand why.
All right.
Oh.
Do you have any finishes?
No, I don't. What about you?
I have a finish.
All right.
Let me take this out. I've been working on, this is one of my smalls, and I'm so glad this is done because I really wanted to, actually,
want a real small?
What I really need to do is I have to start working on my StitchCon small.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, so.
Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah. So this is Cedar Hill, and it's called Barnyard Sampler. And it's the chicken with chicks.
That really is a cute piece.
It is cute.
Yeah. Cedar Hill still around? Do we know?
I think so. I mean, I don't think it's hard to get the charts, even
Oh,
if they're
okay.
not.
All
Even
right.
if they're not around, it's not hard to get the charts. So, and why didn't you iron this
I
for
don't
me?
know. I don't know. I really like sloughed off.
And here it is.
That is good.
So.
And I think every time I have to say, doesn't that look like a chicken we saw at East Hill Farm?
It does.
Stitching at the farm.
It does. And I just used all of the called for colors. This is, what is this? I think this is 32 count, and it's Flax.
It's perfect for that.
What I really like about this, and I'm gonna get the color for you. It is. This was really kind of cool. I thought that this was a really nice effect.
Yeah,
this
that
part
blending.
of the chicken.
I agree.
It's DMC, and it's 3021 and 613. But I really thought that was kind of a really cool effect.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Very nice.
now I can start another small. I do have one other small going, but I'm going to put that aside. It's a, I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to do a 1/1 on 36 count luminous fiber arts? And I think it's going to look good, but the border just kind of did me in, and I'm,
Yeah. And
I
that's
think-
Valentine's, right?
yeah,
You got time.
yeah. So
Yeah.
and I think it'll be fine once I start going on, doing it again.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the other is, quite as bad as the border, the rest of it.
Right. But you need a break.
I do need a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to do my stitch console.
Oh, yeah, you've got it going.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this is done. And this is going to be a giveaway. So if anyone would like to stitch this, put a comment in below and use the word
Chicken?
chicken. Yes, or chick.
All
Chick.
right. Make it easier for people.
CHICK. Chick.
Don't mention
All right.
giveaway, prize,
No.
anything like that.
No, B18, all the things.
And ship anywhere?
We'll ship anywhere.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So I guess that moves us into haul.
Okay.
You want to go, or you want
Sure.
me to go? All right.
You probably have a few more things than me, so
Okay.
although for me, I've kind of got a lot. Let's see. So, we were at Stitch New England, Pam's shop, and I guess that was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yes. So I picked up a couple of things there. I'm not quite sure why I was in such a hurry to grab this Easter trio, although I do like them, puntini, and but it really wasn't like I was going to whip them up for this year. But I do like them. They are very cute, and I do hope to have a dough bowl maybe by next year and put them in. And they come, as these often do, with a couple of little buttons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was good.
That's not a ton of stitching.
No, it
You
isn't.
could do that.
By Sunday? I don't think so.
No, not by Sunday.
No.
By
So
Monday.
yeah. She's given me a break. And this one I have loved since the moment I
Ever.
saw it. Sir Thomas. And Pam, I know, had been working on this. I haven't seen her with it out recently. But it's just gorgeous. And it's kind of one of those investment pieces because it takes a lot of stuff. This is like DMC, but this is all rainbow. And these are all beads.
Wow.
Hill. So it's a lot on there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I really do love him.
Good.
So someday.
So, funny you should mention rainbow because I was doing some sorting at Randy's, and she has tons of threads that
Yes.
that needed to be sorted. So I took that project.
You're the girl
on.
to do it.
Yeah. So, and she has a lot of Rainbow Gallery,
all right.
and Petite Treasure braid, and all that. So,
Okay, I should check that out.
So you should
because
check
there's
that out. Yep.
Quite an exhaustive list here. So let's see. Oh, this ties in with. So when we were at Stitch New England, our friend Tracy of OG Stitchery was there. And Tracy happened to mention, oh, there's a terrific Joann's down the street. So God knows we hadn't done enough shopping at Pam's, so we went down the street there. And I happened to pick up this Dimensions plastic canvas kit with Christmas ornaments, obviously. And as I probably mentioned before, I like to have a plastic canvas for poolside stitching. Then if it gets wet, splashed on, doesn't really matter. So anyway, I'm planning ahead for the summer.
And you finished your other summer plastic project?
Not exactly. You mean the one that's this big? Yeah. That also I am hoping for a finish this month on.
Okay. All right.
Not
You've
pulled
heard
it
it
out
here.
yet. Yeah. I can't believe how quickly April is
I know. Yeah.
going away. But yeah, that was kind of my thought. I'd get last year's. Yeah. So if I stitch at the same rate, I think I should have the top of this jar done by the end of this summer. Then I don't know. Maybe I got an email, or if you or someone else told me that Fire Poppies was having a going out of business sale, and I couldn't resist that, so I got on there, and I have seen someone else with this beautiful Leela's Studio Spring Quaker, and again they were having a nice sale. So I picked this up, and I picked up basically any classic colorworks I could find for this, and then just some random weeks or gassed threads. Everything went very quickly there, but that was a nice sale. So I don't have any plans of starting this anytime soon, but
I love that.
I do love it.
I do love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the middle is 1/1, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Not
didn't
completely,
read that.
not completely sure, but
I
think that's right.
Yeah, gee, I didn't read that closely on that.
It's okay. Excuse me.
Yeah, I guess I won't be in a rush then to finish that, but
Sure, why
that's
not?
that.
Yeah. Okay. So
You need a board, I
let's
think.
see. Yeah. So I'll follow up on the Stitch New England. I also purchased a couple of things at Stitch New England, and I saw this. This is the Songbirds Garden series, and this is number 2 from Cottage Garden Samplings, and this is Merry and Bright.
I was so close to getting that, Jane.
Well, I'm
I
glad you
picked
didn't,
that one
because I
up
think
and
this
I
was
put
the
it
last
down.
one. And then a couple of Rosewood Manor releases I really liked. So I picked up both of those.
Because Pam
Not
was
the-
having a trunk show.
Oh, yeah.
A Rosewood Manor, and everybody's talking about these, but to see them in person,
Yeah.
they are just gorgeous.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
So, I got a Tisket a Tasket, and I really want to start this. That's so pretty. And then I like this, the Crosshaven sampler. And it's kind of difficult to see on this, but there's 2 herons here. I'm going to call them herons anyway.
I'm not going to correct you.
And so, so I picked this up. And then I was thinking, though, that I really can't... actually, Pam is going to do a stitch along for a Tisket a Tasket. And I think it's going to be called a Tisket a Tasket Basket is going to be the hashtag. She's starting it in May. And I really want to start it, but I don't think I can. Well, first of all, because I don't have a slot.
I was thinking about that, yeah.
But second of all, for my Rosewood Manor ones, I want to do Inspiration.
Oh.
And I have that one. And do I have the fabric for that? I'm not sure. But I want to do that first. So I'm going to do Inspiration next for my Rosewood Manor. And that actually might be my next. I think it's probably a BAP.
I bet it is.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, a BAP is either a big ass project or a big awesome project. So whichever way you want to go. And
that may change whatever stage you are working on.
So I have to finish one of them that I'm working on now. Of course, it might be a large. And if it's a large, then
Do you have a slot for that?
I don't.
Oh.
But I have the potential because, so I am going to do, I'm going to do Monogamania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll make a real dent in something then.
Yeah. And I think I have to do my fish. Because I gotta finish that project. I gotta finish that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The other thing I got was on Etsy. There's a site called the Cross Eye Bear, and it's Bare, and she has some older charts, and there were a couple that I saw that I liked. This is called Lilies by the Work Basket, and it says, "See how the lilies flourish white and fair, how the ravens fed from heaven are. Then ne'er trust thy God for cloth and bread, whilst lilies flourish and ravens fed." And this is the chart. I thought I liked that one. And then JBW is one of my favorite designers, and this is French Country ABCs. And I really like this because, not only does it have these like little antique buttons on it, but I really like it because every letter has a little motif that goes with it.
Ooh.
So A is for apple, B is for bird, C is for cat, D is for dog. So, cool, huh?
It is, yeah.
So those are all my charts. And then I belong to the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club and Floss of the Month Club. So I got my April fabric, and this is 32 count linen, and this is called Pampas Grass. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah. The part that doesn't get the reflection in it so much, yes.
That's not bad. That's not bad. There we go. That's good.
Yeah. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah. Great neutral.
As we said, you can't go wrong on Color and Cotton.
Yeah.
Never have got anything we haven't liked.
And the interesting thing is that Chris and I are both in the Fabric of the Month Club, and we get them every other month. I get them on the off month that Chris doesn't, so you get to see all the colors anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then I got some beautiful colors.
These are gorgeous.
For the floss of the month. And so this one is Sparrow. Let's move this over here. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. So that's Sparrow. And then I got Sea Spray.
Beautiful.
And that's some light blues and darker blues. This is called Gecko. And Jamestown, which is a nice, there's not a lot of variegation in it, but just enough. And Blue Suede is a very pretty blue.
Yeah.
So I get 10 skeins, and the other bag has Dahlia.
Beautiful.
And Amethyst. And Magenta. I love this color. I don't know what I'll use it for, but
it'll be fun
love
when
it.
you do.
Yeah. And then Lemon Tart.
Didn't you have Ohio lemon pie?
Yeah, and actually, I work with someone who is from Ohio, and I asked her about it. She said she's never heard of it, so it might be a regional thing. I don't know. And then this is Caterpillar, and that's a really pretty variegation too.
10 excellent choices.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with those, and I will put these in my stash and find some
Put them to
some
good
way
use.
some way to use them. So, and that does it for my haul.
All right.
All right, on to plans, I guess.
Well, I had some stitchy kindness.
Oh yeah.
I had stitchy kindness via my daughter, who spent a lot of money at Michael's getting some picture framing done and picking up some things for the wedding. And she smartly thought to give them my phone number, because if anyone had a rewards card, it probably would be me. And lo and behold, a $50 reward coupon arrived to my email. So I quickly calculated, that could be about 100 skeins of DMC. So I went to a local Michael's and checked on the website, and they were having a 20% off your purchase coupon all month long. So between that and her generous reward, so I had this long list of floss with me, and I'm going through picking them all up. And then when I brought them up to the counter, the saleswoman said, "Oh, you got quite a bit." And I said, "Well, I have this $50 reward." And she's like, "I never saw one of those before." And I said, "Neither did I." And so I didn't know how many I had picked out, because I just picked out everything on my list. But of course, there's always some missing. So I was kind of watching her at the end, and I said, I don't want to go too much over this. So, but it kind of seemed like, it was going to work out. And then it was funny. And so then when I left and I went to the car, I thought, gee, I didn't pay anything. I only used that reward. So I was thinking, did I owe anything? So I go and I get my receipt out. And at the end of it all, I had a negative 49 cents. So I think I probably still have 49 cents on the card. So that was really fun.
So that'll get you one more skein when they're on sale.
Yeah. Which I would have got if they had whatever the colors were.
Right.
But as
That's
Jane
great.
and I always say, it doesn't mean that when you go to look for one that you'll necessarily have it somehow, somewhere. But
so excellent job, Maddie.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
That was fun.
So, all right. What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do for the next 2 weeks?
Well, that's a good point. I'm going to work on, I'll call it my anniversary piece. And I also had another Boss Me selection picked, which is a big Stony Creek scene beach bounty.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't touched that in a long time. I don't have very much at all done on that. So I really would like, I think I put down for 5 days on it. So I really want to get that in. And I'd still like to, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this in the days left, but I still would like to finish my Prairie Schooler Santa and that little pool piece, plastic canvas from last time.
Yeah.
So I got to get going.
You could probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
So that's my big plans.
Yeah.
How about you?
So the Chinese calendar is rabbit,
Yes.
right? So for me, rabbit means my Winnie the Pooh tree.
Yeah, you get a lot of mileage out of that. Huh?
I know. I get a lot of animals.
A lot of colors.
Yeah. So,
well, you got the numbers too on this time for your
I know.
chicken. Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. So we'll. And then my red and blue is the Howie letters.
Oh,
'Cause I have
yes,
red
right.
and the nose on Sylvester is red and the background's blue. And then also the numbers, the chicken numbers.
Yes.
So I think I'm all set for.
You're looking like you're in a good position
I think
to
I'm
clean
all
up,
set
I
for
think.
Facebook. Yeah, so I'm all set for the no new starts. Yeah, I think so. I think in the next couple of weeks, just work on some more Boss Me stuff. Try to knock off some of the projects there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're going to be busy this weekend, though, with Easter.
Yeah. So I have the Sylvester clan coming over. And at last count, it was 21. I think it's probably up to 23 or 4 now. Anyway, so we'll have a house full on Sunday, which will be good.
Chester is going to be awfully busy.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were talking about that because our other beagle, Daisy, who passed away, she would sit and wait, and she was the most patient
Yeah, she
baby.
was. Yeah.
And then when no one was looking, she would try to grab something. Chester isn't that smart.
No.
He is.
He lives more in the moment.
Yeah. So we've already talked about he's probably going to have to be out in the yard all day.
Yeah.
So he'll just be too much, I think. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, he might surprise me.
Yeah.
But anyway, we have some little kids coming over too, so I'm hoping that my, great nieces and nephews will kind of
tire them out.
Yeah, tire them out.
Maybe it will be mutual.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm probably going to start preparing some of the food on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then so that'll be fun. And then what are you doing for Easter?
I'm getting off easy. We're going to my cousin's, which I'm looking forward to. Won't be quite as big a group of us, but there was going to be 14, but my cousin's daughter is coming from Germany, and unfortunately her husband was exposed to COVID, so he will not be accompanying her, and she's stuck in London at the moment, but hopefully there's a lot of time between now and Sunday.
Yep.
It'll be nice to see her
Yeah.
as well as have my kids there. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. And then Monday we have a big day.
We have a big day on Monday that we're really looking forward to also. We're going to head up to Portland, Maine, and we're going to meet one of our friends, Kay, that we met at Stitchin' at the Farm this past November. So we're going to have lunch with her, and then we're going to look for a place to hang out and stitch.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we can't, our friend Cindy, who is, how are they really?
I think they are cousins.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cindy's not going to be able to make it, but we're very much looking forward to seeing Kay. And now that we mention it, Kay, I have to tell you that, and Cindy, this is completely your fault. But, and I don't even think I told you, I ended up buying the Carolyn Manning Stitch Along for the, I forget when it started. I think it was.
What you mean?
I think
Which
it was.
one you mean?
Yeah, I think it was started in September.
That's really beautiful.
And each month is the typical kind of Carolyn Manning, squares and mosaics. But I did end up buying that. I haven't started any of them, but I did.
I was really tempted by that. I didn't wind up buying that one, but I did get another patent right after we saw them working on that. I can't remember what the title of mine is, but because I've been eyeing those Carolyn Manning ones for so long, and I could never decide which one I wanted.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy any, but then I pulled the trigger on that.
Yeah. So looking forward to seeing what you've completed so far, Kay, because they were keeping up.
I know.
They were really keeping up. So that's good. So that's our Monday, and we will be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Don't forget to enter for the giveaway. Use the word chick. And until we see you again, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.